I'm supporting the Coastkeepers because of Garry Brown. I've worked with Garry over the years as an Orange County supervisor, and I'm also working with Garry in the capacity of state legislator.
Hi, I'm Kaplan, and I'm happy to be here to support Orange County Coastkeeper. 2 years ago, I was fortunate enough to win their big raffle, and I'm also taking a group from my local synagogue out to do charity work, and part of that charity work is water testing for local watershed areas. This year we plan to do a beach cleanup at the local beaches. We're hoping all of our members and volunteers will get their hands dirty and see what is actually going into our Orange County watershed.
I found Garry to be very honest and very concerned about our coast, and being an assemblyman that represents Huntington Beach and Seal Beach, I'm very concerned about keeping the quality of water that we have in our coastal district.
I think what they do on behalf of the Orange County residents is so vital and so valuable.
I have found that the Coastkeepers want to make the system work. You can have the Coastal Commission that wants to shut everything down, no matter what the cost to local communities. Seal Beach wanted to repair their pier, and they couldn't do it because of permitting stopped by the Coastal Commission. But yet, when you work with Garry Brown and the Coastkeepers, they want to find solutions to the problems that benefit both sides.
We have a number of programs. We have our education programs continue to build and grow. We're doing research on, and we're starting a program on copper and trying to deal with copper coming off bottom paint from boats in the harbor. We're working with the several agencies and working on ways with its TMDL to reduce the selenium and nitrates coming into Newport Harbor that have impacts on the wildlife there. We're involved in a number of scientific research projects as well as educational projects. One of the things we're trying to do is and I just saw my associate director Ray out there, who would kill me if I didn't mention the marine life protected area. Let me just tell you a second about those. There's a process been going on in Southern California for the last year, and that basically is to create and designate marine life protected areas along our coastline. And what these would be some areas where there'd be no take zones, so we could have a fishery and try to replenish our fish stocks and fisheries, and yet trying to do it with a balance so we're not putting fishermen out of their jobs or still have plenty of places for sport fishing. And so this has been a very contentious process, and it's going to be over in a month, and there's a committee that will be deciding. We've had a wonderful relationship that's been building over the years with Southern California Edison.
The partnership's not only with the Orange County Coastkeepers, which is really focused on all the way from the inland waters to the ocean, but also the water districts, the city, and our larger set of customers, all committed to creating a facility that has a small footprint. The reality is electric utilities, we impact the environment, but we've got to find a way to make that a little bit smaller, and we do this by finding organizations that can work with us to get this done right.
To take a substation of Edison's, and we chose the one on Tustin Avenue in Orange, Villa Park Substation, which is a large substation.
Is to take an existing landscape and redo it so that it becomes a California drought-tolerant landscape. And this way we'll be able to save water, save electricity, and reduce the amount of water or other things that leave the site, and basically to create a smaller footprint for the facility.
Why don't we let us go in and design it and actually demolish part of it, what's there now, put in a drought-tolerant, colorful, year-round new landscape that basically would also eliminate urban runoff, and also in that period of time do a study based on what consumables you have now versus when we're done and after the garden and landscape is established. You know, we are extremely confident that we can show 50% less water, 40 to 60% less less maintenance costs to maintain it, and eliminate urban runoff, and still have a viable, colorful, beautiful landscape.
The advantage of working with an organization like Orange County Coastkeepers and the larger set of people they're bringing in is that this is a demonstration project for us. And from this, the cities and the counties, the water authorities, and our company can really find a way to execute and implement these kind of things in the future on all of our facilities. Because we want to take what we learn here and apply it elsewhere.
It's been a lot of discussion back and forth, but 2 weeks ago we actually started the project.
Our workers and our families and our whole history is in these communities. We of course are interested in protecting this environment and making sure that it's preserved and we can be sustainable, not just for us, but for future generations as well. We are absolutely challenging all the other governments and all the other businesses and all of our customers to step up and let's get this stuff done right, not just for us today, but also for future generations.